Hey, Leo, intuitive soul coach here with your May 2023 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, Leo, there is a lot of information coming through here for you, and I keep wanting to call you Taurus. Now, some of you may have strong Taurus placements. You may be dealing with a Taurus, or you may have lost a loved one who was an earth sign as well, because I am getting this energy here of a loved one coming through, and I'm hearing the song Tears in Heaven. I believe that's by Eric Clapton. Now, some of you may be familiar with that song. That could have been a celebration of life song, or it could be something within the lyrics. If that resonates with you, you may want to look that up. But I am getting here this strong energy of a loved one coming through. I feel masculine energy, but it could be anyone, and it may be someone who had passed abruptly as well. And this could, I'm getting actually two male energies coming in. One of them is could be a father figure or grandfather who may have passed due to heart or due to something in the chest area. But then I also sense someone younger who maybe passed before you would like to see someone cross over, and it may have been abrupt. It may have been an accident, or it could have been something that happened quickly. Please take that as it resonates. Very strong coming through. And I'm getting, again, that energy of tears in heaven. So I feel that there could be an important anniversary, a date, or a celebration, again, of life, which may happen in April, May, June, or it's already happened, but it's an anniversary here, or an important date that's on your mind. Now, this is a love and family reading. So love shows up in all shapes, sizes, and forms, not just romantic partnerships. So please take this as it resonates for you. Now, Leo, we also have here in the past position, we do have steady growth. This is the Forest card, and you can see that there is a path that is paved here for you, but I feel that maybe you went searching for your own path. There's a divine detour that may have took place here in the past, but you are being guided towards the light, more happiness, more abundance, more love in your world. But there was a situation that may have thrown you for a side loop. It could have been anything that was a little bit challenging, or you've struggled with it. But the good news is here, I feel like there's a gift coming in from the universe, or if that was your loved one that I picked up on, I feel like they may be even sending you a gift, because in the present energy of May, you have the cinnamon, and this is about intense passion. This is about love and healing. It reminds me of that Ace of Wands energy. And that Ace of Wands is about you fulfilling your passions, your desires. It's bringing that energy of manifestation down to reality, so that you feel quite passionate about a situation, a person, or manifesting your dreams. I'm also sensing some sort of reuniting energy, and this has been showing up for a lot of signs, and it makes sense as we shift to this new vibration that some of you are meeting with someone who wasn't quite ready to mend, to come together, or heal. Now, this doesn't mean it's an ex from the past, but it could be a sister-in-law, or a family member who just wasn't ready. They weren't at that same level, and there may have been a disconnect. Someone may have parted ways, or maybe you just haven't talked to this person because you both had different views. I sense that that's coming together here. Now, for those of you looking for love, Leo, this is a really good month to put yourself out there, for you to be open to new ideas, to getting to know someone, for you to reignite that spark within. For those of you that are in relationships and you've been with someone for quite some time, and you've been through the thick of things with this person, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? For better, for worse. I feel like you both are coming to this point in your relationship where you're seeing the light beyond, right? You're able to see the clearing. So some sort of journey that's been a long one for you, I feel you're coming out of that brush, that thickness, that heaviness. So some sort of difficult challenge. I'm also getting that your partner or a significant other or a spouse may have recently or may have lost their loved ones, and it could be an anniversary or a celebration of life or something of that nature showing up for them as well. Now, in the near future, Leo, I apologize if I've said Taurus a million times because I'm really getting that showing up strong here. I'm also getting the name Sunny. Sunny. That could be a nickname. I mean, maybe some of you, your actual name is Sunny or Sunshine. I think I've met one person with that name actually in my life, but Sunny. And it could also be symbolic for sunnier times ahead as well. All right, now we have in the near future, you got a little bit of a bonus card, so I like this. You have the cabin, which talks about home matters, and you also have the candles, which is about important discoveries. If you take a look at this cabin, it looks a little bit dingy, like it needs a facelift or it needs some work put into it, and I feel like you've been putting the work into it is what I feel here. So some of you are maybe thinking, well, if you only seen it before, right? And what I mean by that is if you only seen me when I was in that state of mind or when I was healing or going through this difficult time. Some of you are renovating, you may be rebuilding, you may be organizing, taking a look at your space and switching it up. I'm also getting you're going through someone's belongings if they've crossed over, and you're coming up with some important discoveries, not just about the loved ones around you, but about yourself as well. I'm also sensing someone is very proud of you, whether this is someone who's crossed over or someone in the physical. They're proud of your success, proud of your accomplishments. And some of you Leos really need to hear that because sometimes you don't get enough credit for your work or for your healing or for you just getting up in the morning and putting one step in front of another. That can be a task for some. That can be difficult for some. So pat yourself on the back, regardless of where you are at on your healing journey. There's important discoveries that you are finding along the way, right? And it's actually going to help you bring more stability and more balance to your world. Now let's dive into this energy here and see what the heart of the matter is for you, Leo. What's the heart of the matter? Now right away you have success, 6 of Wands. Beautiful. This is that energy of, yes, I have what it takes to succeed. I have what it takes to accomplish a goal that I've had between me and another person, or to feel a success when it comes to your own health or your own desires or goals. If you are single, I feel like you're rocking it here. You are opening yourself up to a brand new path. For others of you, you may be in a relationship or calling in a relationship that's going to be very successful, especially because you're taking a look at some of those things that need a facelift, right? Some of those things that need an upgrade or an update, because you're realizing that something was built on a faulty foundation, whether this is something from childhood, whether it is something that you've endured, some trauma, pain, stress, triggers, relationship setbacks. I feel like you're going to be successful because of all that you've been through here. So let's take a look at your challenge. Now, I feel the challenge could even be the memories coming up at times, 6 of Cups energy, but I'm also getting the second chance, this judgment energy, where it can be difficult at times to overcome difficult situations. It's not the judgment, but it's the Tower. So the Tower is a revelation that offers you freedom. The Tower isn't just about something external crumbling, such as a relationship crumbling or anything of that nature. It certainly can be, but typically it is something within your inner world that is not aligned with your soul's truth. Therefore, it must crumble down. It must crumble because it was built on a fake or a faulty or a facade or, something that wasn't secure. It's like trying to set up a table that only has 3 legs, right? It's going to fall. And with this Tower showing up as the challenge, Leo, this is about you freeing yourself from anything that holds you back. And I feel like you are in that mode of success. So this really doesn't bother me, this Tower. Some of you may have even dodged a bullet because you listened to your intuition. And I feel like you averted some sort of, I don't want to say catastrophe, but you could have let yourself go in this direction. But I feel like you knew it wasn't going to be beneficial. So I'll give you an example here. Perhaps you went on a date with someone and there could have been intense attraction between the both of you, but you just knew intuitively that this wasn't your person. And instead of wasting their time and your time, you said, just gonna move on, and we can both, enjoy this time that we had, but let's go our different ways. For others of you, you may at times go down the rabbit hole of remembering someone who's crossed over, and you get into this energy here of complete and utter grief, loss, and isolation. But instead of allowing yourself to succumb to the rabbit hole or to that never-ending well, I feel like you are remembering the good times as well, so you don't feel like you're in that pit of despair. Because this Tower moment, this is offering you freedom. And I feel what's offering you freedom is your successes of the challenges that you've endured. So let's take a look and see what the foundation is for you. What's the foundation upon which you're built here? What's the foundation for Leo? Some of you, I'm getting, you may have either felt like the black sheep of the family, or you were adopted, or there was a big age gap, or there was some sort of disconnect and you didn't maybe get to know your father or your mother or a family member until maybe later on in life, is what I'm getting as well. There is that Six of Cups that we were just talking about here as well. So Six of Cups can be that card of nostalgia. Now, that's beautiful clarification of what we were just talking about. So yeah, you can take a trip down memory lane. You could even be continuing to work on issues of the past. So many times we should focus on the present and the now, but also about, moving forward in a triumphant way. But sometimes it's important to remember how far you've come, Leo. Pat yourself on the back for all that you've accomplished, all that you are, and all that you will become, right? And it's important to know that really time is linear here on earth, but really it all flows together. This isn't about the past, present, or future per se, but it's about the growth and the opportunities and the love and the challenges. It's all is one, and one is all here. So I'm really liking the Six of Cups showing up, but there could have been a little bit of nostalgia, and that's what I was picking up on in the beginning of your reading. So let's take a look at the past. What's happened here in the past for Leo? Someone has 3 children. I'm getting the 3 amigos. It could be 3 sisters. You may be a part of a trio between, maybe 2 brothers and a sister, two sisters, 3 sisters, or it could be your own children, or someone may have a 3rd child here. All right, we have 3 of Swords. Yep, some sort of pain we talked about. This is in the past, and this is about discord. So yes, there was disharmony. There was heartache. There was something that challenged you, whether it was a loss, a death, a relationship setback. But I feel like you're heading towards this new path. There's growth here despite the challenges. It's actually because of these challenges that you've grown here. So again, really powerful energy. I'm also getting the name Leonard. I mean, that could be a grandfather, or it could be someone's middle name. Maybe it's a place. Please take that as it resonates. Now let's get to the juicy good stuff of what you are manifesting, Leo. What are you manifesting for love or matters of the heart in the month of May? What do we have for Leo, please? Rest, 4 of Swords. This is great because it actually shows that you are moving forward. So it's beautiful confirmation that you are going through steady growth. Yes, there's been a challenge that was difficult, that you felt stuck in. Someone may have shut the door on your success or weren't happy as well. Sometimes when we grow up with addicts, or we are in partnerships that are narcissistic or emotionally abusive, or any sort of abuse, right? Sometimes people step on your success, right? They don't want you to be successful. They may be jealous of you. They may want you to, I don't want to say want you to fail, but they may be secretly jealous of your success. And that may have hurt you, because this person, if this is, someone in your world, you may have wanted them to show you love. You may have wanted them to show you support despite your success. And some of you even have hidden your success because you didn't want to stir the pot here, because someone would have had nothing good to say about it. And this is about you being able to recoup from that type of behavior, that type of energy. And the 4 of Swords is putting something to rest. That's what I feel. And I feel whatever this Three of Swords is, you're putting that to rest because you're realizing that that's someone's role that they've chose to play here on earth. And that part of that role is who they needed to be for your growth, for your evolution here. So really powerful. Now, some of you may even be taking some time out in the near future for some R&R. Again, you may be working from home or spending time making your home a sanctuary, a peaceful place. I'm also getting here changing out items, organizing. It was also, it may have even been Taurus's reading here, Leo, where I was getting, and it's showing up for you as well, cleaning out the clutter of maybe kitchen items or utensils. Could be the junk drawer in the kitchen, or replacing dishes as well, or pans or Tupperware. So there's something in the home space that's happening for you as well. And that can actually be healing and therapeutic for some, is to declutter and organize and just create a sacred space to help you heal better. Some of you may have had to come home, or you have a family member that is recovering or healing, or they may have been ill. Some of you made a special place for someone to heal, or a pet to heal as well. Please take that as it resonates. Now, what do we have in the near future for Leo? We have the Druid. Yes, this is the Hierophant, right? This is the wise one, right? You go to him for advice because he has learned. This is about being divinely guided. This is learning your lessons. It can be about taking a look at beliefs. Is it time to upgrade? Is this resonating with your soul's journey, your soul's purpose? And the perfect example would be the person who really wants to take, maybe 3 months off to go travel in Europe and to gain that life experience, but yet they have this innate success that they want to become partner or CEO of their company, right? So there's that conflicting energy going on where you have this goal over here, but really your soul is longing for this. So which truth is truest for you? And are those truths aligned? And so I sense here that some of you are bringing that truth back into alignment. You've learned some very valuable lessons. This is about overcoming something that was corrupt, or something that took a stab or two to your self-confidence, to your powerhouse, right? And it may have started from family, or it may have been, again, a difficult relationship, someone who tried to jeopardize your success, but you're on the path to success. So no jeopardizing at all here. There's some important discoveries, and you're discovering that the only person that can sabotage your success is yourself, right? Yes, we can have external influences that come at us, but what we do with it, that is our power, right? That is our true power. So let's take a look at how you are feeling. What is your energy all about this month? We have 8 of Wands, action. There's some velocity. There's some speed. There's communication. It could be between you and someone of the past, because you do have the 6 of Cups, and we have Mercury in retrograde as well. So it can be someone from the past, but it doesn't have to be an ex or a lover. It can be someone that you haven't spoken to, such as a sibling or a family member. It could be an old friend that you haven't talked to for many, many moons, right? Many years even. For others of you, I'm hearing that you may find out that someone had passed away as well. Now, it's not a prediction. I feel like it's already happened, but you're receiving news of that as well. Now, for others of you, there could be a relocation involved. There could be a move. Some of you are dating at a distance, and I'm sensing that there's going to be communication or deep talk or conversations about coming together, building a home for yourselves, building more stability as well. So for those of you that may be dating someone at a distance, there's an important discovery between the relationship dynamic showing up in the month of May. All right, what's going on in your environment? What is going on around you, Leo? What do we have around Leo? The underworld, card 14. Patience, temperance here. This is about extreme self-control, because sometimes we want to just act upon those impulses or those urges. And this is saying here, just rein it in the best you can and let things flow. instead of control, which I did do a collective video on that. I'll link it in the description box below. It's for all signs. So if you struggle with that, that can be really beneficial. But I am sensing here with this underworld, you're taking a look at things from a different angle. You're learning how to blend the energies. You're bringing something together through patience, through compromise, and through self-control. That's really what it comes down to. Some of you, you may have been dealing with someone in your world who went through extremes, highs and lows, due to addiction, due to mental health issues or struggles, due to anything that can really flip that pendulum from one end to another here, Leo. And I do feel that you are figuring out a solution or a resolution to something that has been difficult or challenging to you. And we talk about that with the forest. And this could be coming back together with someone where you did have a confrontation, or there was a discord between you and someone who is close to your heart. And I feel like you're blending and you're being patient. I feel patient. And sometimes we don't always feel like we are patient, but I feel like you have been. And you may not see it that way, but I feel like you'll see that physical proof that your patience is paying off here in the near future. So let's see what those hopes and fears are for you, Leo. What are those hopes and what are those fears? What do we have here? We have the Lord, the Aries Emperor energy with this Lord showing up. So the hope is that you can build stability, that you can make choices that are based on feeling empowered, not feeling like the power is being taken away from you, right? Not leaking our power into places that really we need patched up, we need healed, right? We need to work on wherever it is within our energy field that is leaking power. So you're getting to the root. I feel like you're researching, you're educating yourself, you're learning through experiences. If you are single, I feel like you want to manifest an emperor or someone who brings stability, right? Who can complete you. I do feel for those of you that are in a relationship here, there could have been a power struggle, or there could have been someone who may have been a little bit dominant, or someone who shattered the stability with this tower. Okay. And you don't want that to happen again. I mean, who does, right? However, sometimes these things are part of our human experience. And I feel that you're going to make decisions that are based on a place of you feeling empowered and trusting in you. That's important, trusting in you first and foremost, because if you don't trust in you, if you don't make decisions that are based on your truth, you're going to see resistance showing up in your outer world everywhere you look, right? So if you are feeling out of alignment, there's some sort of resistance because you may be denying your truth. Please take that as it resonates. Let's take a look at the final outcome, Leo. What's the final outcome in matters of the heart for May 2023? These are really deep readings, and I've actually switched the titles from love to love and family, because so many times people go into love readings thinking it's just about intimate love, because that, yes, is a forefront for many people. However, love shows up in the form of friendships, as mentioned, and family members. And we see these struggles in family dynamics, but you don't hear it getting talked about a lot. We may push it under the rug, or we say, well, we can't change that dynamic. However, if we are still bleeding from a situation that has stabbed us or wounded us, we're going to ooze that energy, and we're going to leak that energy, and it's going to bleed and project into others. So that's why it's very important to heal from or talk about family situations as well as romantic partnerships. And your final outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. This is about moving forward, right? When this wheel shows up, it's about destiny and fate intervening. I thought we said that in the very beginning of your reading as well, but this is about a turning point in matters of the heart. If you've been on that repetitive pattern of heartache after heartache, or just feeling like you're attracting the same type of people, this is about you doing the work necessary to upgrade. Remember that home here. Uplift, upgrade, renovate, take a look at the faulty foundation, the cracks in the fault line, whatever it is here for you, so you don't repeat that same dynamic with a person, with a situation, or with yourself, because you are on the up and up. you see that light here at the end of the forest. You see that there's a clearing. And even though you want to run towards that clearing, it's important for you to watch your steps, especially if you've went off the beaten track or path and you have taken a little bit of a detour, Leo. You may have to watch out for so-called, twigs or potholes or things in your way, but you are really close to coming to that end of the tunnel energy here. Six of Swords, I'm also feeling where a lot of you are leaving this situation and healing it, right? Leaving it behind, and the wheel showing up as your final outcome is powerful because it means that that wheel is spinning in your favor. And actually what they're showing me now, some of you may have recently watched Titanic, or maybe you're going on a cruise, but when it gets to the point where in the movie Titanic they recognize that there's an iceberg and it's right there. I feel like you've already turned the wheel in a relationship or in an area of your heart where you've seen the iceberg. Or possibly some of you have already hit it in the past. But now, because you are more aware, I feel like you're dodging a bullet. Yes, there may have already been a tower that's happened to you. We have many of them in this lifetime, right? It's inevitable to ever not go through the tower. That's part of the fool's journey, right? But because you have learned something here, some sort of important, valuable lesson with this person, with this dynamic or situation, you're going to turn that wheel before it hits that iceberg either again or ever, because of some sort of initiation here. And that's what you have: initiation, rite of passage, spiritual quest or journey to something better because you've learned a lesson. Very powerful reading, as all of these readings have been. It doesn't surprise me with the energies of May showing up. There's going to be a sense of belonging, a sense of coming together instead of succumbing to maybe fear, panic, anxiety, hurt, pain. We're realizing that the higher our frequency, the more that we realize some of these things are, I don't want to use the word mundane because that makes it seem small, but in the grand scheme of things, you're realizing that it was part of the human experience. And even though it may not be a small thing, you're seeing that there's so much more, and forgiveness is important, and connecting and belonging and opening your heart to love, compassion, and kindness really is where it's at. We're going to take a look here, Leo, and see what messages you need to know at this time to get you back into that heart center of love. Oh, I love this. And you actually have, am I in my head or in my heart? What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle, and if we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. Today, master your mind, Leo. Watch an inspiring video, do some tapping, read an empowering book, or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and in your dreams. Yes, some of you are definitely getting out of that headspace, I feel. That's why you have this intense passion, that reigniting energy, especially if you have gone through something painful and it did leave you feeling not only heartbroken, but it left you questioning why or how or what if, all of those things. This is about you bringing balance through patience, through healing, and through strength, that this Wheel of Fortune is showing up here for you. All right, Leo, last but not least, we're going to get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, I'm smelling here, I'm smelling pesto. So some of you may have had pesto chicken, or you may have added pesto, or maybe you've just worked with basil, because I think that's what pesto is made of, basil. So I'm smelling that. You may have even planted basil or an herb, or just worked with pesto. So please take that as it resonates. Very, very random, but specific. All right, Leo, what do we have for you? Go the distance. I love this. And I think it was also, now it may have been Taurus. Don't quote me. It could have also been Cancer that received this exact same card. It's card 47, and it's all about endurance, strength, and willpower, which we just talked about those things. It's also card 47. Some of you may be 47 or have a birthday on the 4th or the 7th. This is about endurance, strength, and going going into something for the long haul. So whatever this wheel of fortune is, I feel like it's going to turn things that are going to get you out of this forest onto a brand new clearing so you can enjoy the time and energy so you don't have to go back to this forest again. Yes, there will be new ones, new energies, new paths to walk, but you'll never have to walk that path again here is what I feel. The relationship message is this. You either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time, for better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth. You are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? Yes, and that's what I was feeling earlier, where for those of you that, yes, you may have been single or you may have been healing from a situation or just focusing on your personal or self-development, I feel like you're taking a step towards opening yourself up even further and manifesting and attracting the type of soulmate, the type of love, or the type of family connection or friendships that you truly desire and truly seek. Because some of you may feel like you've been wandering in the desert, right, for ages. You feel like there's no action, that there is this energy of nothing happening. But actually, when you conjure up the image of a desert, you may think of parched lips, sunburned skin, mirages, but there is more to it than just that, Leo. Amid the hot sands are creatures with resilient spirits, tough skins, and the willingness to burrow deep underground for water so that they survive. This is a time of developing survival skills and resilience. You are learning how to conserve your strength, and in this temporary time of austerity, it's wise to be selective about where you expend your energy. And we talked about that energy leak as well. So make sure that you are creating that safety and self-sufficiency for yourself, especially if you are single, but even if you are in a relationship. You are learning how to conserve your strength. It's wise to be selective. Listen to the call of your soul because it will never lead you astray. This is an important time for letting go of what's not important. Yes. Letting go of what's no longer important. If it's leaking or draining of your energy, but it's not a top priority, if it's not a top responsibility that you must partake in, then you may have to ask yourself, why am I partaking in this at all? Is it aligned with my soul's truth? Or is it based on a personal truth that I've ingrained due to feeling like I was responsible for this situation here, when really there's no responsibility at all to it, right? That's called attachment. So this is a very powerful reading, Leo. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lots of love.